Hello, everyone. Welcome to ComicsPriceGuide.com presents Tales from the Geek. I am Aaron the Mechanic.
I am B the Dova Queen.
Oh, hey, I'm just Bobby.
And we've got an X-Man.
And there is
we have an
X-Man.
X-Man.
Yeah. Look, I'm sorry, B, but the new BTS mobile game came out and surprisingly addictive.
Oh, I see you. So surprising.
Surprising. Very surprising. Whoever would have guessed? BTS, global music champions of the world, also know how to make other addicting things. Who would have
thought?
Who would have thought?
But we got some comics and we've got some news. Besides just Xavier being here and climbing all over, he just pops up out of nowhere with this background.
I know,
It's
he's
great.
just like surprise, bursting through.
Ghost X.
Ghost X.
That's got to be already a character. That comics has to have that character already.
Totally.
Hey.
Well, I guess we'll get started with some news.
Yeah.
Give us some news, man.
Talk to us.
Okay. Hell hath frozen over.
Uh-oh.
Gird your loins, friends. Oh, good news, everyone. Hell hath frozen over. For the first time in history, and Bobby's not going to believe this and he's not going to like it, so I'm sorry. Hate to be the one to break it. There are more Xboxes being sold in Japan than PlayStations. It is the more popular console in Japan right now.
Wait. I
not
understand
because it's unable to be bought.
Are you
actually more
have we checked
popular.
I see.
So yes, you're reading that right. You're hearing that right. Xbox Series X has outsold PS5 in Japan, both individually and combined. So that's crazy. X does say hi to Marilyn. Hello.
Yes, that's why we had X on the show, right? Just in honor of the Xbox.
Exactly. Exactly. That was exactly. We had to have him here to break this news. So
they knew the baby would keep me calm.
The baby would keep you calm. Yeah, and it's interesting. Like, I don't know if it's just the cadence and the games that are being sold on there or not, but yeah, that's crazy. Hey, Tommy, welcome.
Interesting. Very, very interesting.
Yeah. And I'll say, as a person who owns both, there's no difference. I have not noticed any difference other than the games that are being offered. They're the same thing. They look just as good. They have most everything that the other one does, only some things that are left behind. So
hi, Tommy. Tommy says hi.
Yeah, I said,
actually says what's
hi. Hello, what's up, Tommy? Yeah, so that was super duper interesting. I just had to share that tidbit. But moving on, Square Enix announced a bunch of things today, including a new game that is called Harvestella, which is like Stardew Valley, but a JRPG. So combine that in your head, because in a year or two, whenever this drops, B will be gone playing that. It is Stardew Valley.
Stardew Valley already a JRPG? Like, honestly, made by Americans, but in that style? Am I crazy? Because it feels that way.
No, it's like it's like 16-bit bit. You know, this is like literally like this looks like Bayonetta. Like
you're talking 3D. Okay, gotcha. 3D graphics level.
3D graphics, way updated, and there is the trailer out there. Feel free. I would share it, but last time I shared something, we got flagged. So, but it's out there. It looks pretty good.
For 2 minutes.
I know.
That was really funny, though.
Play the whole thing. Yeah.
Look, all of us were just like, "What is happening?" Oh, right, we did that thing. That's different.
Yeah, that was different.
Copyright.
Copy strikes. But yeah, it's a weird twist for, I think, Square Enix to go into. So we'll see how it goes. We see Booker over there is like guarding us from I don't know, whatever could be outside. So
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, I thought that was pretty interesting. But I do have some more news regarding, if you remember correctly, we have a new Fallout TV series that's coming out that's based on the game, and it'll be coming out, I think, on Amazon Prime. But we have a star that's been added to the cast list. Kyle MacLachlan, you might know him from like Twin Peaks and How I Met Your Mother and a slew of other things. He was the mayor in Portlandia.
Wait, How I Met Your Mother? Who is he in How I Met Your Mother?
He's the captain.
Oh, the captain!
Yeah. Yeah, so he'll be on the new Fallout the new Fallout series. The other two actors that are on there right now, I don't know, Zelia Mendez-Jones and Aaron Moten. So I don't know them personally, but Jonathan Nolan, the brother of Christopher Nolan, will be directing, and I believe Jonathan Nolan is also the brain behind Westworld. So the three geeketeers.
Yes, we are. We're back.
Woohoo! We're back. Yes. So yeah, that's really interesting. I really like Westworld, and I am kind of like picturing that as a Fallout series, and I think that's pretty cool. And then we have the captain in it, so that's cool.
I could see that.
Yeah.
Is this gonna be set like? I get that it's based on the games, but is it like based on a specific game, or is it more based on the world of games?
No clue. Would not be surprised if they chose like a different city just to make it different.
I wouldn't be surprised either, Robbie.
Yeah, have their own like set of characters, but
that'd be pretty cool.
Yes, yeah, I thought that would be pretty cool too. And this leads me perfectly to my next thing. If you frequent YouTube and you do like follow a lot of gaming channels, you might know that this has been in the works for a very long time. But it's I think it's finally fully dropping. We have new Fallout 4 DLC that or not DLC, a mod that is the size of a DLC. It's called Fallout London. Takes place in London, but it's a Fallout game built on the Fallout 4, like using the Fallout 4 assets. So if you're a huge Fallout fan, go ahead and get that mod ASAP. It literally looks really great. Yeah, I will probably be downloading it. So
that sounds awesome.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. And Tommy says he's gonna go see Thor on the 8th. That's so fun. Yeah. Voodoo Lily.
Hey Voodoo.
What's up, girl? How's it going? Yeah, so I'm super stoked for also Thor. Love and Thunder is coming out.
Oh, this isn't Love and Thunder. That trailer was awesome.
Oh, it looks so fun, and Taika Waititi probably like killed it in there. So yeah, super stoked for that. I went and saw Top Gun this weekend.
What? How was it?
It was very full of planes. Very full of planes.
I mean,
I don't know. It was the exact same as the first, except like newer people.
And older actors.
Older Tom Cruise and Val Kilmer. But yeah. Also John Hamm's in it. That's great. Yeah. Yay, Voodoo. Welcome. Yeah, so check that out if you have a chance. We also got, speaking of like movies, we're gonna have a fabulous Halloween, you guys. We always do because all three of us really love Halloween. But beyond that, we got a trailer for Hocus Pocus 2 today. With the original. Oh, it looks great. Original Sanderson sisters. Looks awesome. It's been 29 years since someone has lit the black flame candle and resurrected the 17th century sisters, but now they're looking for revenge. So it's up to 3 high schoolers to stop the trio of witches from wreaking a new kind of havoc on Salem before the dawn of All Hallows Eve. Yes, Bette Midler, Sarah Jessica Parker, Kathy Najimy, they are back, and it's going to be on Disney Plus. So
yeah, looks like it's going to be a lot of fun. Not going to lie.
And have we seen the Geico Thor commercial? I have not, because I don't really watch TV all that much. Have you guys seen the Geico Thor commercial?
No, I don't really watch.
I barely watch any visual media. I read books and I read comics and I listen to stuff. Like me in a television show is a pretty rare occurrence in the first place.
Oh yeah. Well, that's interesting. I'll have to look that up, Rick. That sounds really funny. So yes, that's coming. I'm already hyped for Halloween because it's really hot in Texas right now. So I'm already looking forward to the fall.
Yes.
Yeah, me too. So we do have, without having any spoilers, I'm going to try and keep this as spoiler free. I think I have one episode left. Oh, wait, hold on. Thor and Friends live next door to normal people. Hilarious. Well, we'll have to check
Okay.
that out. That
Yeah.
sounds great. Yeah. So, I don't think this is going to be very spoilery. I have one more episode left on Stranger Things, the last bit of their, I think the series finale comes later in July. But we did get a poster for the second half, which has 11 standing like against the big baddie of this season. So I'm not going to say who that is, but it looks like she's going to have a major showdown because we haven't seen them together yet. I mean, at least I haven't. I have one more episode left of this bit, but yeah, it's pretty big news, and it looks like it's going to culminate to a head in a really big way. I like really excited. So
Aren't the last few coming out like tomorrow or really
very
soon?
soon. And
very
remember,
soon. Yeah.
and we talked about this. We talked about this last week, but they're
it's like
it's
really
like 4
soon.
hours over the next 2 episodes.
Oh yeah. They come out. It comes out on Friday, on the 1st.
Friday. There we go. There.
Yes, it's coming.
Also, B. Point of order. It turns out season 5 will be the final season. They've actually announced that there will be a season 5. Yes.
Okay, good.
But they have announced. They have announced there
end.
will be a season 5, but that will be the final season. Yes.
Yes. I also read that one of the Duffer brothers admitted that one of the major characters will be dying in the end. So everybody brace yourself. And it's apparently one of the major ones. I know. I love them all. But have either of you watched it yet?
Not the new season. No,
I got 3 episodes into season 1 and saw dead kids and went, nah, I'm out.
Yeah, I was like, this seems too much.
That's not
Look, you know how I do with horror in the first place, and then small children dying?
It's on my list, be after Ted Lasso, which I'm finally watching. So
you should definitely. Bobby can watch.
Almost
Ted
done
Lasso.
with season 2.
I could watch Ted Lasso, probably.
Yeah, you'd be happy with Ted Lasso.
That was fun.
Yeah, that's
that
easy.
was fun.
Yeah, I think that's really funny, and it may be something we can think about. And again, probably not spoilery, but one of the characters kind of gets saved by listening to their favorite song that like gets them out of a tough situation. So I was asking myself, what would that song be? And I think it might be like the song from Mulan, like must be swift as a coursing river. Yeah. If that played, I'd be like, I believe in myself, and I'd be just out of there. So we should think about what our songs would be. Yeah. So anyway, that poster's out. It's way dark. If you haven't seen it and you're not down with the dark stuff, avoid it. But it's definitely an excellent
Bobby.
show. If you're Bobby.
I know what I like, and I'm not ashamed of that. Okay.
No, and you should never be. You follow your heart, Bobby. You follow your heart. Listen to your heart. So I've got a couple more bits of news left. We'll do one gaming and then one more movie. So we're gonna sandwich them in between. So Overwatch 2 will be coming out soon. It is free to play. Which I think is awesome. I think it's actually built to be free to play and not a premium game. It makes it so it's more accessible, wider funnel, more people can play, so that's awesome. But during a Reddit AMA, Overwatch 2 director Aaron Keller confirmed that the new Overwatch sequel will replace the original live service when the game launches. So don't expect the first Overwatch to hang around. It will update. If you have it, it will update to the new one.
Interesting.
Yes.
Gotcha.
No, we have not chatted Obi-Wan yet.
Not
we have not.
yet.
Coming. But yes, it will be launching on October 4th, so you have a few more months to get your Overwatch 1 play in, but it will change. So watch out for that, folks.
Interesting.
Watch out for Overwatch.
Watch out. Overwatch out. Huh.
We're really gonna do this now?
We're doing great.
Okay.
Okay, so yes, we do know some folks that will be at San Diego Comic-Con. I'm sure Rick can drop a list, and be sure to check them out if you're there. Yeah. And then about Obi-Wan. So we did get the series or the season finale. I watched it again. I'm not going to say any spoilers, but I absolutely adored it. I think it was awesome. I think Deborah Chow did a really great job. I loved it. It's number 2 for me now. Like, I think Mandalorian is still the best, but number 2 for sure is like Kenobi for me. So, I was thinking 2 more girls from Texas.
Yeah, don't forget, you two are gonna get out there.
Oh, I don't
think know if we're gonna be able to make it.
I don't know if
we'll
we can make it. Yeah.
Ah, gotcha. I knew I was limited on time frame. I knew that you guys had better options than I did.
No, I have a work trip, a bachelorette party, the wedding, another wedding, and it's all each week's except and Aaron's is one of those. So it's going to be a lot. And I don't know if I can financially swing it.
That's fair.
Yes, maybe next year.
We all kind of got hit by that this year.
Yeah. So, but dude, I wish I would be there every moment if I could. Overwatch out, Obi-Wan, will you? You are.
Why do you encourage the chat, you two? Why?
I love it. Feed the flames. Feed the flames.
Feed my.
I love it. So yeah. And then the last bit, Indiana Jones 5. It is coming out. I don't know how poor Harrison Ford could do any stunts at his age, but it's okay. We love him.
I mean, that's fair. Maybe Shia will actually come back, and we'll have him in the
maybe. Yeah. So this will be Harrison Ford's final iteration as Indiana Jones, but it will also be John Williams' last possible movie. I mean, granted, now I think he's 90 years old. I think the man deserves to retire. So
never.
He has not, I know. I believe that this will be his last one. So yeah, go ahead. I think it's a good exit, and the Indiana Jones song is very
iconic. Yeah,
iconic. So that's a good one to go out on. So I love him forever, though. His music has made my life and childhood. So I thought that was a sweet thing to end on. Go watch your favorite John Williams movie with a great score later. Cool. Okay, and with that, I shall hand it over to Bobby.
Okay, well, in that case, I've got some comics to share this week. Just so you guys know, I had 22 different issues that I had to cut down to our
22, holy moly.
I have a limit. I do put a limit on how many issues I'm going to put out. So there's a lot of good stuff. Go check out.
What, 22? Is that the limit?
No, my limit is 9. I have a hard limit of 9, and I try to go under that. And don't forget, like, comment, and share these comics. Let your friends be our friends. We'll have a lot of fun this week.
Yay, thank you, Bobby. Sorry, I don't know if you guys hear, but I'm pretty sure Xavier's taken over my sound. So
yeah, no, that's fair. So
it's a soundtrack,
singing and screaming, and
show your thumbs and lots of that. That sounds good. All right. Okay, got it. So first up this week we have the Variance. What would be like to meet alternate versions of yourself? Look, multiverse is big in the MCU, and you knew that comics had to follow along, so they are going to take Jessica and have her go meet variant versions of herself. How is Jessica Jones, who is, disaster panda of a superhero, how is she going to handle meeting all the other versions of herself? How many of them are going to be, how many of them are going to be Jewel, who never met the Purple Man? How many of them are going to be, S.H.I.E.L.D. agents? Who's going to be what? There's going to be a lot of fun things to be meet here. How is she going to handle it? Is she going to murder herself? Or is she going to fall into a spiral? Who knows? It's going to be a lot of fun. But it is being written by Gail Simone, so I think it's going to be done, like, a lot of real cool justice will be given to the character. Next up.
Cool. Also, real quick, did we like, comment, share?
I saw Aaron's line. Line about it.
Okay.
He basically quoted me verbatim.
Okay. Well,
how long have we done this show together?
It's true. I think we're just hive-minded.
I could have moved my mouth, and then Bobby's words would have been coming out. Would have been perfect.
Okay.
We should try that someday. All right. Okay, good. Next up, we have DC versus Vampires Killers. So DC versus Vampires has been an ongoing DC Universe title, similar to Deceased and other titles. Deceased is Zombie Apocalypse. This is Vampire Apocalypse. So the new Vampire World Order has, taken over the planet in the DC versus Vampires universe, and Harley Quinn has become the queen of the underworld. She has survived by only looking out for herself, but she may have just found the key to saving the world. But if she did, that would be the end of the vampire storyline, and I don't think that's happening. So probably we're going to see Vampire Harley by the end of this. Just calling it. I'm calling it now.
Call it. I believe it.
All right. But next up, we have D&D Draven Loft, the Orphan of Agony Isle. Frankenstein meets D&D. Miraculously survived from what appears to have been a gruesome death, Miranda finds herself brought back to life with no memory in the mysterious lab of the infamously talented Dr. Victra Mordenheim of Lamordia. Through unsavory experiments and flashbacks illustrated by new guest artists each week, Miranda will begin to piece together, literally one body part at a time, how she met such a horrifying fate. Who wanted her dead? And how did she find herself reanimated at Schloss Mordenheim? Miranda will be forced to reckon with why Victra would go through all of this terrifying trouble to bring her back.
Ooh.
Yeah. There's a lot there.
There is a lot there.
I'm down for it. Unfortunately, this is not final cover, so it can't be certain, if this is going to be the actual kind of look of the cover. But I think it's got a real interesting sound to it, no matter what. Going from cool thing to this. Wannabes coming out of Scout Comics. They're calling it young adult, but Jordan and Walt, love comics, they follow the adventures of their favorite real-life superheroes. Jordan idolizes the high ideals and selflessness of the more noble heroes, but Walt prefers the street-level vigilantes who punish their victims. When the 15-year-olds decide to don ski masks and patrol their neighborhood, they nearly get stabbed and beaten up. Undeterred, they try again, but this time there are guns and radioactive canisters. And this time, well, read the issue to find out. This is going to be another Scout Comics nonstop, which means that the first issue is going to come out, and then the full volume will be collected into a full story
nice.
Immediately. Yes, next week, I expect we'll have the full volume, maybe 2 weeks from now. A lot of fun we had here. Yeah. Next up, we have Crystal Planet. Coming out of Opus Comics, Crystal Planet is following the Satchel Walker, who is a man out of time, who has found himself caught between different factions on a planet perilously close to falling into their dying sun. Hopefully, if he can work together and using the power of music, he can bring an end to the conflict, restore harmony, and figure out why he's here.
Why?
Yeah. Why?
Why?
That's a good place to start. Why?
Yeah, right? Why am I on this planet? All right, next up
we all ask ourselves those questions.
Yeah. Next up, we have Mindset. Now, this is not technically called a mature title, but I think these themes inherently are mature. So from this point forward, I would say these are all mature titles. A tech geek accidentally discovers mind control. He and his friends do something very unexpected, however. They put it in an app and help people use it to break their technology addictions. But as their app achieves a dangerous cult following, lies, conspiracy, and murder come to light. Are they helping people or controlling them?
I really love this cover. That's so
I know,
cool.
Right?
That's really cool.
I love it too. It's very cool.
It blows my mind.
Hey, let's keep the puns going.
Do you want to have an end to this show? Because I'll just stop it here. I'll turn this show around.
No, we need everybody. Please put all the puns you can into chat, please.
We need some punny chats, please.
We need some punny chats.
Next up.
No end, said Voodoo. No end.
All right. So next up we have Sins of the Black Flamingo. Sins of the Black Flamingo, first of all, looks so much like Wicked and Divine. I cannot tell you how cool it looks to me. I'm super excited about this. Occult Noir, Miami Sleaze. Sebastian Harlow is the Black Flamingo, a flamboyant and narcissistic thief who gets his kicks stealing mystic artifacts from the wealthy and corrupt of Miami's occult underground. When his latest job leads him to his biggest score so far, the hedonistic outlaw discovers something he wasn't looking for. Something to believe in. Be gay, do crimes as pure pop art.
I love it. I love it.
Karen Gillian's favorite quote. And then from Chip Zdarsky, Sins of the Black Flamingo is drop-dead gorgeous, funny, and sexy book. Within pages, you know that Sebastian Harlow is the most exciting new character in years. So, I mean, right there. That tells you something right there. A lot of excitement to see what happens with this. I've also really liked other stuff Wheeler's done. Very fun. Next up, also coming out of Image Comics, we have from Chip Zdarsky himself, Public Domain. Sid Dallas is responsible for pop culture's greatest hero, The Domain. But his sons Miles and David have a complicated relationship with both the creation and their creator. Can they convince their dad to fight for their family's legacy? This fun and heartfelt series is written and illustrated by Eisner Award winner Chip Zdarsky. He explores a wild, alternate world where comic book creators aren't publicly acknowledged or compensated for their creations. Whoever would have thought of this crazy world?
Not me.
Not me. Hi, it's me, Chip. I'm the one writing this solicitation. Yeah. Look, there are times that Chip Zdarsky does things that are very strange, and then there are times that he takes a hammer and smacks nails on heads. And I'm excited whenever he does whatever. So yeah, we'll see what happens next. But yeah, that's Public Domain. The end of our comics this week. Meta as heck.
Very meta.
I love it.
Very meta.
Yeah.
All right, I think finally I've got my voice back, so I feel like Ariel.
You have sound for a few seconds before we end the show, right?
Right, exactly. No random feet are flying into my face, so there we go.
Imagine that.
Well, thank you all for joining us. We look forward to seeing you live at 7:25 on Tuesdays.
Yes.
That's Central Time, of course. Come on now.
Yes. I will say real quick, a quick plug to our friends at Greater Austin Comic Con. Vo, if you're in the Austin area and you're like involved with comics in the comics world, you probably know Vo. Awesome dude. He heads up Greater Austin Comic Con. That's at the HEB Center here in Austin. They will be doing the Greater Austin Comic Con July 9th and 10th. The tickets are up at greateraustincomiccon.com right now. So go ahead and check them out if you can. It's pretty cool. We did that a few years ago, and it was pretty fun.
A lot of fun. It was super fun. That was a great time. And don't forget, tomorrow we have Voodoo Lily and Goob's show, correct?
Yes.
They're not. Oh God, they're not competing, are they? They're not competing.
No.
Oh, thank Christ.
No.
No, Goob's off of the East Coast. And I think Voodoo is Central Time. Are they?
So they have different. So they're at different times.
They are different times.
They have different times.
Okay. Yeah, go check it out. Voodoo does a stream where she plays some horror games. I think she's playing BioShock right now. It's super fun.
Oh heck yeah!
Yeah.
Voodoo, are you calling BioShock a horror game?
I mean, kind of.
It kind of is a horror game. I mean, I think that hospital scene.
Look, if I can shoot my enemies in the face, it's not a horror game.
Yeah, that is absolutely.
I mean,
that is absolutely.
They pop out in your face. I had to play it with the lights on, so I feel like it might be a horror game.
I think it's a horror game.
Maybe you and I need to get back on what is a horror game, because I played Control in the dark, and I thought Control is scarier than BioShock.
That is not true at all. I get more creeped out with BioShock than I do.
Me too.
Okay, well, anyway.
Voodoo, help.
Jeff.
Hi, Jeff. Welcome to the end of the show, Jeff.
Yeah, glad you made it.
Yeah, and then Googs, they do their the drawing show on YouTube, right?
Mm-hmm. Yes, so I don't think they've moved to Switch yet. I don't think they have. They could have.
So go check them out.
Yes.
And yes, we will see you live next week, 7:25.
Peace.
Bye.
Bye.